everybody, and thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. This is my first time presenting before Impact KC, and I'm really delighted and grateful to be here and tell you more about After the Harvest. After the Harvest is a hunger relief organization whose mission it is to prevent hunger and food waste by rescuing excess fresh produce that's going to be wasted and distributing it to agencies and food banks to feed people in need. And I love our vision, a healthy heartland without hunger and food waste. It truly speaks to what we do. So who's hungry in Kansas City? Well, this is a real shock to me. It's hard to believe that 1 in 7 Kansas Cityans is at risk of food insecurity. In other words, sometime in the month, they don't know where or when they're going to get their next meal. And the really sad thing is that 1 in 7, that number includes 1 in 5 children under the age of 18. 1 in 5 kids, almost 20% of our children are at risk of hunger in Kansas City. And the thing that's really shocking is that while we have all of these hungry people in our midst, about 53% of all produce grown in our country never reaches a human consumer. What industry allows that 53% of the produce that they grow doesn't reach a human consumer? You know, animals, it's important to feed our animals, but we need to feed our people is what it is. After the harvest, we get excess fresh produce to feed hungry people. And we do it in 2 ways. We have 2 programs. We do it by gleaning and salvaging at local and regional farms and markets. And we also do it by securing produce donations by the truckload from large commercial growers and producers all around the country. We have growing relationships. So first about our gleaning network. More than 1,000 people each year engage with us to go out into fields and orchards in and around our area to pick what's been left over after the harvest. We work with about 100 local farms and farmers. These are wonderful people who welcome us into their fields every year. This year we've done 108 gleanings so far, and this is usually by November we're really tapering down. We've had at least one good frost, and we're just getting the last few squashes, maybe greens here and there. This year we haven't had a hard frost yet, so we are still gleaning 2 and 3 and 4 times a week right now. We're delivering this wonderful fresh produce goes all over our region to agencies like Episcopal Community Services and Shawnee Community Services. We have a village pantry. We serve almost 100 agencies in our area that way. So that is our gleaning network. And you know what, guys? Everybody can glean. We welcome people from age 7 or 8 to age 80. If you can sit on a bucket and pick apples off the ground, then you can glean. It's fun. Takes 2 or 3 hours, and we help a lot of people through gleaning. So that's one of our programs. Our other program is a tongue twister. It's a produce procurement program. And through this tongue twister program, we get large truckloads of excess and graded out fruits and vegetables from all over the country. And when I talk about truckloads, I'm talking 30 to 40,000 pounds a piece. And of course, our key partner for that program is Harvesters. In fact, almost every last one of our truckloads goes to Harvesters. We've a couple of times sent them to St. Joe or Wichita or whatever, or Topeka, to Harvesters, Operation in Topeka, but mostly all go to Harvesters. And they are our largest distribution partner, and we are their largest produce donor. And in fact, we received the Circle of Hope Award this year from Harvesters as for product donations. And they recognized there that we were their largest produce donor. And not only that, but we are second only to Walmart in the produce, in donations period to Harvesters. And you know what Walmart gives? They give snack crackers and pie. All of those things go in their pounds. And I have to tell you guys, they were less than 100,000 pounds above us in produce donations this year. So that tells you, or not produce donations, but donations to Harvesters. So anyway, what we get Harvesters is the best food that you can buy, and it is also the hardest food to come by if you're living on a fixed income or if you're living on minimum wage and you have some babies to feed. Produce is really hard to come by, it's really expensive, and a lot of low-income people don't even go down that aisle. Well, if they can get to the store. They don't even bother to look because they can't afford it. So we get it free of charge, we get it to the agencies, we get it to Harvesters, and they distribute it. We are a small staff, 4 people. So we are 4 people, and last year we did 2.2 million pounds. And this year, this is exciting, we had set a goal of 3.1 million pounds, and we think we're gonna be at 3.5 million pounds this year. So we're really excited about that. And then next year, our goal is 5 million pounds because we have a new partner in Florida that we're gonna be getting more and more truckloads of fresh produce. It just means more good food for our area. It gives more struggling families an opportunity to succeed, because you can't succeed if you can't function in our society. And if you don't have a shot at the proper diet, then it's hard to succeed. So we really believe in what we're doing. These are the numbers so far. We've rescued more than 2.7 million pounds, and we're well on our way to 3.5 by the end of the year. 108 gleanings, 61 truckloads, and nearly 1,100 volunteers so far this year, and still going strong. We're excited. Does anyone have any questions for me? I ran through that kind of fast. Yes?
I love what you're doing. So you've asked for $10,000. Tell us what you would do with that $10,000.
Like I said, we have an amazing opportunity with our new contact in Florida to get a lot more produce into our area. And not only a lot more, but a lot more variety. So we're talking oranges and broccoli and nourishing, delicious stuff that people want. We move a lot of potatoes, we move a lot of sweet potatoes, we move a good variety of things, but this will give us a wider variety of things. And the thing is, with this program, our largest expense in our organization is the packaging and freight to get a truckload of produce here. The produce is donated, but we pay, especially with this new partner, we pay what they call PPO, pick and pack out. And the farmer donates the seed and all of his time to raise the crop and all of whatever he does to the crop. But the picking, the packaging, the grading, that's what we pay for whenever we pay for a truckload, along with a small sourcing fee, penny a pound sourcing fee. So we're gonna pay for that. Harvesters has stepped up to, this is how important this is to Harvesters. We are part of their strategic plan. They have actually stepped up and said, and committed, we will pay the freight on every truckload you bring us. That's how important our relationship is with Harvesters. It's key, and it's key to Harvesters' success, it's key to our success, and it's key to the success of all of the people we help. Really. Is that it? Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.